Howdy folks, welcome back to Vintage Story. I realized I'm running low on oak, so in this episode we're going to run over to where I've got a big oak tree marked on the map, and it's over kind of by where I parked the boat. So twofold mission, we're also going to check on the boat. So the boat is there, there's a big old tree over here, so let's go ahead and pin that. Big oak, I said, so hopefully that's what it is. At some point I was over there and marked it. It is it's a little brisk out. I did manage to, yeah, I did remember to bring food. Also on the way over I'm going to check on the chickens. I think I could give them some more grain. Oh, I got some metal scrap from panning, so I made a scrap weapon kit, and I got a scrap blade. It hits pretty good. It's going to wear out, you know, fast because it's a scrap weapon, but I killed some foxes and raccoons and stuff with it. It fell into some pits. Chowed down on some bushmeat. Give them just a second to run away from the door. And we got the usual dead roosters in here. Here we go. I guess we'll go ahead and get him. That's just the downside of all the chickens being in here together. Alright. Let's head to the west. Just gonna throw this bone and the feathers in there real quick. Probably have too much food on me, but better too much than not enough. Let's do the old sprinteroo here. Just looking around. It's been a while since I've seen a bear, so we're about due for a bear. I saw somebody had made a mod to let you free look like an Arma. I need to check that out. Just realized I went to go look and I could do that. But in these kind of games I get, you know, so used to just when you look that way you strafe the direction you're traveling. Hello there, dear. How's it going? Alright, we're on a mission to get oak. We're okay in the food department, so don't need to hunt right now. I've actually got like 6 or 7 fat saved up as well. It's a little bit of a big old cave here, isn't it? And once you fall in. Let's let that gravel despawn. Oh yeah, look at you. Another big cave. So I was panning some gravel and got pretty good results. What's this mark? Is that a prospecting? Oh no, that's saltpeter way down in that cave. It's a little bit of a journey over here. It's pretty hilly. But I thought I would just take you guys along for the adventure. You never know what's going to happen in Vintage Story. You go out across the country. I've got some bunch of mushrooms over there. Should go this way. It's mostly maple and pine over here. Is that bees? Oh no, it's here in the water. Well, it's not huge, but it is a big oak, I guess. I thought that was bigger. Alright. Well, let's chop it down anyway. I guess, actually, I should probably, let's do some leaves. I should have brought my shears, but I've got so many sticks. Didn't really think about it. That way we'll see if we can get some acorns. I've planted some oaks around the base, but I need to plant some more. think I may have chopped those down, actually. No, did I plant them back up the hill? I'll have to go look for them. The oaks I used to have in front of my house, I got some acorns off of those. Been doing a lot of chopping. You can see I've gone through this iron axe pretty well. We get at least 4 acorns. There we go. All right, good enough. Let's chop her down. It does take a while, even with an iron axe. Need to swing out pretty wide. Make sure we got everything. Yeah, we ended up with 7 acorns. Nice. And a couple stacks worth of oak. Not too bad. Alright, well, we can delete that. And then we need to head over this direction. We'll go check on the boat, see how it's doing. Yeah, we've had some fairly warmish days. So that lake is actually not looking too bad. One thing I wanted to check on the boat is I couldn't remember how many rat lines I had on it. If I'd, ever finished up building the other rat line. Look at that. Copper right here by where I assume I left the boat. Interesting. There's no boat here. Do boats despawn if they're far away from the player? That would be tragic. Because it's not here. Our sailboat was right here. Interesting. Well, I'll have to look into that. That might be a thing. Maybe you're not supposed to park your sailboat far away from the player. Not sure what happened there. Did find some more bees, though. Not that we really need any more bees, but I'll go ahead and mark them just since we found them. Yeah, so I might be spawning in a boat. I shall do some research and see what's up with that. I guess it's a good thing we went and checked on the boat. Weren't ready for a big grand adventure in the spring and no boat. Oh, I think I know what happened. Actually, I was just thinking about that. I did some cleanup because my save file had gotten so huge. And I bet when it cleaned up the chunks, it deleted the boat. So I think I accidentally deleted it. That's probably what happened. That's okay. I will replace it. And I'm pretty sure I still needed to add 1 rat line. So I might have to delete some rope that I have to make it all turn out right. But we still have a whole half of a day, so let's do a little exploring while we're over here. I haven't really been into this forest too much. I have a little bit. There's some more bees. So maybe we'll just kind of head on down this way and see what we find. Finding a bunch of pine trees. Yeah, thinking more about it, I think that's what happened. I accidentally cleaned up my sailboat. But the save had gotten, it was like 1.5 gigs. It was just enormous. That's probably nothing for people, that explore a ton of the map. But it was getting a little unwieldy because I keep backups in case bugs happen or, just stuff. I do that with pretty much all my games. And it was getting a little unwieldy having it so huge. I don't know why I'm picking up sticks. Just instinct, I guess. I have plenty of sticks. Let me through. Don't click on the sticks. Yeah, I've been down here because there's a bear skeleton marked. A nice big old tree. I've got plenty of firewood though, so I don't really need to chop it down. There's a raccoon somewhere around here. Where was the... Somewhere I found a high fertility soil and it marked it. Alright, well anyway, I guess this will turn into an exploration episode. Just going to head a little further south. You can see it's just below freezing. 32 Fahrenheit's freezing. For those that don't use freedom units. So we're okay, temperature-wise. Even though my clothes are getting pretty beat up, my fur clothes. I also want to kind of keep my eye out for another oak tree. I think this is maple, right? Well, that's a walnut. Maybe we'll grab some walnut while we're out. That could be some interesting wood to make stuff out of. This is a big one, too. I don't know if I've ever actually got a walnut before, but it looks like we just picked up one. So we can plant one back at the base. Don't get out of the water. Don't want to be monkeying around in the water in the wintertime. This is like the size that I thought that oak tree was. Alright, let's see if we can chop this monster down. We got a couple walnuts. We should get some more once we knock it all the way down. So, off camera, I'll figure out how to get the sailboat back. If I can't spawn it in directly, I can spawn in the pieces. Build it again. Nope, stay out of the water. That's a lot of walnut. Almost 6 stacks worth. And some sticks. We still only ended up with 2 walnuts. Unless there's some more hiding up here somewhere. It was a big old tree. Hiding in the snow. Yeah, just the 2 walnuts. Alright. Well, I will definitely plant some of those back home. Be nice to have. Walnut seed. That looks like an oak. Yeah, not very big though. We got the... Yeah, if I could find another medium oak, that would be nice. Little snow fog over here. Interesting. Is that an oak? No, that was a foggy pine. Yeah, definitely getting a little foggy over here. Strange to have fog and a gale at the same time. Put that in there. For such a detailed game, it's strange that the wind has like no effect. It's not really modeled, I mean. Yeah, it's getting downright foggy. There's something glitching down there. I guess it's the water. Is that like lake effect fog or something? There's no giant body of water, but... Alright, it is 3 in the afternoon, so I probably ought to think about heading back. Mission accomplished. We got some oak. Now I'm hearing the wind. Blow this fog away, wind. Might as well pick up some flint. I don't know why I got my sword out. Yeah, it's a neat fog effect. Until something comes out of the fog and eats me. The bears will still definitely attack on sight. Even with the passive or whatever it's called turned on. There we go. So is it just foggy over here? Oh cool, it can be different weather in different areas. Yeah, it's foggy over there in that valley. Maybe because of the little lake down there? I'm not sure. Oh, is the fog moving this way because of the wind? Maybe the wind is modeled somewhat. Goes deer. I've seen this a lot. Is it because of the snow? I've seen them get trapped like that. I don't really need the bush meat, so I'm going to let her be, but that's how I killed the other fox and stuff that I got the bush meat from. In between episodes, I guess because the snow's too tall, they can't climb the block, maybe? Ooh, what's this? That is an oak. That's an oak and a half. Alright, we're taking this oak. I don't need a ton more tanning stuff, but it doesn't hurt to have supplies on hand. This is going to take a while because I didn't chop any of the branches off. And I need to eat. Oh boy. I may not be able to carry this all home. Yeah, we're full up. All right, we're going to throw away some flint. Throw away some resin. I don't need any copper. There we go. We'll take this. I don't need sticks. I've got tons of sticks. I'm going to eat some bread, though. Before we starve to death here. Beautiful. Wow. Tempted to... Oh, I thought I got rid of the flint. We can always get more flint. The mission was to get oak. No, I don't want that. Don't want that. Don't want that. Don't want that. I saw something. There it is. I think everything else I want to keep. We'll take the actually that is a ton of oak. Maybe I should take the walnut. Is that what this one is? Yeah. Maybe we'll take the walnut because this is going to be plenty of oak. I can't carry anymore, so we're going to head out. I think there might be fancier leather backpacks. What's up, dear? Might come hunting you someday, but not today. Let me guess, this flax. Nope. You go ahead and mark it, though. Can I right-click on you? Berries? No. Grain? No. Is there a flax thingy? Can you not? Okay, you can't drag and highlight. Fine. Flax. Okay, back home we go. Chasing deer. Over here, goat. Eat from this trough I've got down to try to lure animals over towards me. Let's chase him towards the base. We'd like to domesticate something besides chickens and rabbits at some point, but I just find it extremely difficult. Maybe because I tend to settle in the wrong areas. There's just never enough animals around. Here, go eat from that trough over there. Whoa! I think I landed on the snow. Yeah, there's a trough right over there with hay in it. Go eat from that. I don't know if they'll stick around or if they go back to like where their spawn area is. Look at that, we made it back before dark. Which is good because it's going to be freezing soon. Even more freezing than it is. Oh, let's not run into the giant cave that's next to our base. Mature in less than a day. Okay, cool. So that's the pine trees. Didn't I plant the oak trees up here? Oh, there's my giant pine. I don't know. Maybe I already harvested them. I know I planted the oak trees that I moved from the front of my house. I don't remember where I planted them. This is birch over here. Yeah. I did end up building a roof. I don't know that I showed that in the video. I made a roof over the windmill there. With some logs. Alright, let's get inside. And I went ahead and quarried some stone, and I've made this look like it never even happened. The old smithy room is still on the other side of this rock wall. I just kind of closed it all up. Make it look like it was regular old rock. Let's see. We have oak. Oak, oak, oak. I'm going to need to get a whole separate chest out here just for oak. Now we have too much oak. I've used all of these. Yep. I need to make a crate. Let's make a crate and put some oak and walnut in it. How about that? A bunch of stuff. Can I remember how to make a crate? Nope. Make it with boards. Pine crate. Just a saw and a bunch of boards. Alright. Let's do it. Or should I make an oak crate to put the oak in? Yeah, we got a bunch of pine. Let's use it up. I used to have my tools up here, but I moved them down. Or moved them down and then I moved them up. So we need to go get a saw and we'll just make a crate real quick. Maybe 2 crates. There we go. So saw in the middle. Not quite enough. Alright. I'll have to make some more pine boards. Or maybe I'll make a walnut crate. Let me see. Are these crates... Pine crate, pine crate, pine crate. They're all pine crates, right? Something I've never understood or got answered is why are they different sizes? Even though they're just all pine crates. Anyway, just curious. So we'll put one more of you there. Or do they change depending on how full they are? And then we're going to say, we're going to put a bunch of oak in there. Oak, oak, oak. So we've got a lifetime supply of oak now, basically. I'll leave some room in here for skins and whatnot. Doing good on lime as well. So if we ever get into like quick lime, we'll need a lot more of it. Alright, I need somewhere to put my walnut. I think I'll make another crate. So let's go make some more pine boards. I've got all these pine quarter logs. Too bad I can't cut those into something. Well, maybe I'll build a little log cabin somewhere sometime. In the meantime, got these. One more crate. You in there. So it was kind of the episode I thought it was going to be. We ended up getting a bunch of oak. That was the main thing. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. See, that one's a different size, even though they're both pine. I don't know. Somebody will probably explain that to me in the comments. Here we go. We got 95 walnut logs. And some walnut seeds. I don't know that they'll grow in the wintertime, but we could go plant those. And we'll plant a little grove back here behind the smithy. Maybe up here? Let's get rid of these. You just go burn all these. Death to the, what are they called? Eagle ferns. You'd have to clear out the snow. Fair enough. Let's make a little mini grove of pine trees here. And we'll put some walnuts over here. I think I'll let the walnuts grow pretty big, so I'm going to separate them out. So they have plenty of room to grow. I still don't know what that is. There's got to be a torch. Oh no, the torch would have burned out by now. I don't know why there's a glow there. I thought it was a torch in a cave, but the torch would have burned out by now. I don't know if it's from the fire that cleared this area or what. Some kind of a glitch. Look at this sucker. A 4x4 pine tree. If I ever run low on firewood, and I've got 4 or 5 iron axes handy, we've got the wood. Oh, there's a wabbit in there. Here, wabbit. Let me show you what my little whacking stick's good for. It's good for missing rabbits repeatedly. I've taken to just clearing out the snow and the grass. Makes it easier. You don't get the little glitch, usually. Thank you, Mr. Rabbit. Leave a pit there. Did anything fall in it? Doesn't look like it. Go check my other pit trap while I'm out here, and then we'll wrap this video up. It's gone on long enough. We got all kinds of stuff over here. I do need to eat though. Let's have a little meal here. Don't mind me, rabbits. Just grabbing a quick snack. Rabbits are fast. You gotta time it just right. There we go. There's been a few other rabbits in here over time. Looks like I was leaving the bones. So we'll take the bones with us this time. Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys. I don't really need the bones at this point. Got tons of bone meal and stuff. Alright. It's cold out here. I think I'll head inside. It's cold outside and there's no kind of atmosphere. Somebody will get that reference. See, I was just starting to shiver. Good time to get inside. Alright, folks. That will be it for this one. I'm going to go stick my goods in the cellar. Oh, one other thing. I did make a little water thing here so I can get water. It's not frozen over all the time. And I did a little panning. And then I made this so it's normally closed off. If you want to get in there and pan, you can open it up. There is that. But yeah, thanks as always for watching. And I will catch you in the next adventure. Ooh, wine. I put that in there. That's good for 12 days. Excellent.